Hey sis, welcome back to Mahogany Muse, and if you are new, welcome. Please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. The following clip is a clip of a TikTok live from about a week ago. And if you know, you know. Some people don't take the time to sit back and listen to people and learn about them before they become avid followers of them. And when I say this, I'm not simply speaking of clicking a subscribe button or liking or following somebody on social media. I'm speaking of taking the principles that they are teaching and applying them to your life without doing background and doing enough research on this person to figure out how did they come to the ideologies that they have, and not just taking their words for it, doing a little bit digging around for yourself so that you know who it is you're aligning your thoughts and processes and the way you look at life. And if you don't know, you're definitely about to find out. Insidious means proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with harmful effects. When someone treats you or talks to you in a way that is gradual and subtle, that can have harmful effects. It's sometimes hard for you to catch, which is why you've got to sit back, watch, and observe, and do a little research on folks. Stepped away because you can read books, you can learn new things, and that's knowledge. How that becomes wisdom is when you put it into practical application in your life. So I took that 10 years off to go live my life, put those principles into play in my life, see how it shaped up for me, and to see what I needed to shift around, right? And as I did that, I became self-mastered. I was already that before I was teaching people, but then I added more onto it because I added more wisdom to it. And ironically, back then, my name was Seek Wisdom as the host of Black Woman-Diverse podcast. I still got all of my shows and things from back then, so I'll be putting some of that out on my Patreon for people who are members on the Patreon. But it's important for us to actually, anyway, I got back on track. Where I fell off with Princella was her just spending so much time talking about men. What men do, what men do, what men do. And I'm like, okay, sis, when are you going to pivot? Because if you spend a long time talking about men and everybody just nut milk this, nut milk that, Peter whacker juice, all this. Okay, so what? Okay, when are you going to start telling women how beautiful they are, how awesome they are, and how we need to focus on ourselves? And what I realized is she couldn't really teach that because she does not appreciate herself as a woman. She couldn't teach that because she hasn't done her shadow work. She could not teach that because she hates herself. She has hatred for her mother. She has hatred for her grandmother. And so when you have epigenetic hatred for women and your I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I said I'm gonna go talk about her, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this. When your mentors are all men and every book you read from is men, and when your previous mentor prior to Ken Brisbane or Ken Billions, when your prior mentor is Tommy Sotomayor, who does not like black women, and she never talks about that.
Wait,
because
what?
Yes, her first mentor was Tommy Sotomayor.
What?
Yes.
The anti-black, self-hating, self-loathing, misogynist.
Yes. So that is the woman that's talking to women. And so you wonder why she say, oh, y'all just stupid. Women are dumb. Y'all some stupid bitches. Y'all my bitches. Y'all my hoes. I would never. I'm going to pause here for a minute because I want to point out that someone who's never developed self-love, who's never gone through therapy to heal from their traumas, you cannot expect that type of woman to actually have compassion and empathy for women when she went out and set out to be a pick-me and she pivoted with that didn't work. You cannot expect something different from her. And so people that are thinking that she genuinely believes what she's teaching the women, some of it she does believe. And she's on point with some of the things she talks about. But the hate that she spews out toward women, and ironically, it seems to come for a lot, mostly black women, is because she's projecting. This is how she feels about herself. And so when she calls you stupid and dumb and assumes that you can't be celibate or you can't be 4B or put the 4B principles in your life, that's coming from her not being able to be alone. That's coming from her not having the time or taking the time to work on herself. That's coming from her. And she projects that out on women who, as a trauma bond, women who are used to men treating them disrespectfully, and even some women who are used to having another woman in their life who was disrespectful toward them. But anyway, I'll digress and play the rest of the clip. I can't.
Yeah,
I
she
can't.
was playing in people's
And I'm going to add to what the host has said. I've been on social media since the inception of social media. I've seen 9 iterations of this woman.
Hold on right quick, Bella. You're answering to what I just said, but Ashley Rose has been waiting. So say what you're going to say, but we are immediately going to Ashley Rose. We're going to have our comments, and then I'm going to try to pivot back to number 2 on our topic. But we got as much time as y'all need tonight because a lot has been said, and there are people in these comments that witnessed the Princella debacle, okay? There are people in these comments that have witnessed that, okay? Anyway, go ahead, get to your point, Bella, and then Ashley Rose
I'm gonna get to the point. I have seen 9 different versions of her alone on Facebook.
When you say who is her? When you say her, who is her?
Pimpella.
You mean Incella?
Yes. I
You
have
mean
seen
Prince?
9 different... Yes, 9 different versions
Since she
of her.
want to talk about my sisters, I'm going to give it back to your ass. I can't respect you if you're not going to respect my sisters. I have no respect for you.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I got so much to say.
And here's
Absolutely
the thing.
not.
Her and a very close mutual of mine had gotten into it because she started biting her style.
That's
her
what she
look.
does.
And when it didn't work for her, she would default back to the boy.
Tap the screen, y'all. Let's get up to 50K.
She would try and bite somebody else's look. And she would, when it didn't work, she would always default back to the boy.
Y'all, I come with receipts. I don't come for play.
All you have to do is go search her on Facebook.
And you will find her, you will also find her GoFundMe. You know, Karma. You'll find that GoFundMe. So her and Jennifer both had GoFundMes. Y'all won't find a GoFundMe because I've been funding my goddamn self. I've been paying my own bills. I've been doing my own shit.